And hello, fabulous person. Hello, Beate Gillette here. Today, we're talking about the imposter syndrome, and not just about the imposter syndrome, but also about what you are doing sometimes when you call yourself a loser or a screw up, and why that is absolutely devastating and detrimental and really a comp out. So let's talk about some of the most important things about confidence and imposter syndrome, right? So the imposter syndrome comes from you saying that I don't know what I'm good at, or I feel like I don't have a place here. So you feel that you are not valued, that you are not having a right to be here, or that you are faking it the entire time. Imposter syndrome is detrimental to confidence, because if you always feel like you don't have a right to be here, you're always challenged to feel that you belong, then how can you ever show up at your very best? How can you ever be the most amazing person that you can be? Because you always have this nagging inside feeling. And put it in the comments if this resonates with you, that you feel this like, nobody takes me seriously. People are not liking me. People think I'm an idiot. I'm stumbling around. What I say makes no sense. And put that in the comment. If you've ever in the evening, at the end of the day, laid in bed, and you are going through the rest of the day that just happened, and you thought about, wow, I cannot believe I did that. I cannot believe I said that. That person must think I'm an absolute idiot. Have you ever experienced that? Put in the comments. Want to hear from you. So what happens is that this type of negative self-talk, which I'm sure is no surprise to you, is absolutely detrimental to your confidence. It keeps eroding the confidence. And so as you erode your confidence over time, there's a couple of things I want to give you that you can do to counteract that. So number one, the most important thing that I see all the time is where confidence is eroded is when you don't keep the word that you are making and that you're giving to yourself. So for example, if you say to me that I'm going to be somewhere at 5 o'clock, and I, for example, had a podcaster who scheduled me as a guest on her system, and she's in a different country. So I stayed until 8 o'clock my time in my office here in Los Angeles to do the podcast. And she didn't even know that it had been scheduled. So if you don't keep your word and you don't pay attention to what you say and then follow up on that, that is the number one confidence eroder I have ever seen. So you want to watch yourself to make sure that when you are showing up, that you really and truly make sure that you do what you say you do. Because if you don't, you're just like anybody else. You're just like maybe a loser, a screw up. And so here's the thing, that then that becomes the next thing, that because you are not showing up, because you're not keeping your word, your confidence erodes. Now you're calling yourself names, you yourself. You are unreliable. You are a loser. It's confirmation that you are no good, that nothing you ever touch will be any good. So now you are looking for confirmation on why what you are saying or doing is kind of like mounting the evidence that you cannot do something. And in reality, I got to be honest with you, that's a massive comp out. That is the biggest comp out I have ever seen. Because if I just were to say, as I was $135,000 in debt, I'm a single mom, I'm an immigrant, I'm fighting for my life, I'm fighting to put food on the table, I'm going through 10 years of adversity, fires, floods, riots, earthquake, a lawsuit, September 11th, a tsunami, you name it. It just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. It would have been so easy to say, I'm a loser. Nothing I ever touch is going right. I would have got all the confirmation. My friends recommended it. And yet, what did I do? I said, I will not be defined by my circumstances. I will define my circumstance. And I hunkered down and I did the work. And then when I got out of it, I sold my business for millions of dollars to Bill Gates. It is a true story. Number one, you must keep your word to yourself always. You say it, you do it. You say you're going, you go. You say you are committed to something, you're going to be committed. You say you're running your business successfully, you're going to be committed. You say, I'm going to make money, you're committed. You're going to do it. If you say, I'm going to fix my lead generation, my follow-up, you are committed. You're going to not stop until you've done it. Because the consequences of you starting and stopping are constantly bringing you way back, and nothing will stop you. Not even a broken arm will stop you. Like, take a look. I broke my arm. I was diagnosed with a hiatal hernia in my stomach. And, I've been not feeling all that hot. But if you think that any of that is going to stop me, then you don't know me. And I want you to be the same way. I want you to be a person that other people look to and say, that one, she shows up. He shows up. They show up again and again and again and again. Because when you show up with that consistency, that is what builds the confidence, because consistency brings results. So I hope this makes sense for you. Put in the comments what you're taking away from this today. But I really want you to show up, not for anybody else, but for yourself. And as of right now, please don't put yourself down anymore. That, as one of my mentors, J.V. Crum III, says, was your previous version of yourself. This version of yourself that's showing up today is a different version. This version today gets stuff done. I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon, and goodbye.